Have you ever felt an itch that just wouldn't go away no matter how much you scratched? What if I told you that there might be more to it than just a random irritation? What if that itch is a message, a sign from the universe that something deeper is happening within you? Think about the last time you had an itch. Did you wonder why it was there? Or did you just brush it off as a simple annoyance? Most of us don't think twice about it. But what if there's a hidden meaning behind every itch? What if these irritating sensations are trying to tell you something important about your life, your emotions, or even your spiritual path? It might sound strange, but itching could be a way for your body to communicate something that your mind hasn't fully grasped yet. Have you ever considered that itching could be connected to your inner thoughts, emotions, or even the energy around you? What if your body is trying to alert you to changes or challenges you haven't consciously recognized? We often dismiss physical sensations like itching as nothing more than distractions. But what if ignoring them means missing out on important messages from your spirit or the universe? Could you be overlooking something crucial about your own growth, healing, or personal journey? In a world where we're constantly bombarded with external noise and distractions, it's easy to ignore the subtle signals our bodies send us. But what if these signals, like an unexplained itch, are actually clues pointing us towards something significant? What if understanding the spiritual meaning of itching could lead to greater self-awareness and even help you navigate through difficult times? So before you scratch that next itch away, take a moment to consider, could there be a deeper reason behind it? Could it be a sign that you're on the brink of a spiritual breakthrough? Or that something important is shifting in your life? Maybe it's time to stop scratching and start listening to what your body and the universe might be trying to tell you. Have you ever had an itch that seemed to come out of nowhere? One that lingered just long enough to make you pause and wonder if there was something more to it? What if that itch was not just a random physical sensation, but a subtle nudge from the universe, guiding you toward a deeper understanding of your own intuition and psychic awareness? At first glance, the idea that an itch could be linked to something as profound as intuition might seem far-fetched. After all, we're used to thinking of itching as a purely physical response, something caused by dry skin, an insect bite, or maybe even an allergic reaction. But what if that itch is actually your body's way of signaling that something is stirring beneath the surface, something that goes beyond the physical and taps into the spiritual? Let's explore this idea further. Intuition is often described as a gut feeling, a sixth sense, or an inner knowing that doesn't rely on logical reasoning. It's that little voice inside your head that tells you something isn't quite right, or that you should take a certain path, even if it doesn't make sense at the time. Psychic awareness, on the other hand, takes this a step further, involving the ability to perceive information beyond the ordinary senses, whether through visions, dreams, or just a strong sense of knowing. So, how does itching fit into all of this? Imagine your intuition as a muscle that needs to be exercised and developed over time. Just as you might feel a physical itch when your body needs attention, an unexplained itch might be your intuition's way of getting your attention. It could be a signal that your psychic abilities are trying to come through, urging you to pay attention to the subtle energies and messages that are all around you. Consider the possibility that when you experience an itch, especially in a particular area of your body, it could be linked to a specific energetic center or chakra. For instance, an itch on your forehead might correspond to the third eye chakra, which is associated with intuition and psychic abilities. If you suddenly feel an itch in this area, it could be a sign that your third eye is opening, that you're becoming more attuned to the spiritual insights that are available to you. But it doesn't stop there. An itch can also serve as a reminder to trust your instincts. How many times have you ignored a gut feeling, only to later realize that it was trying to guide you in the right direction? By tuning into the sensations in your body, like an itch, you can start to build a stronger connection with your intuition. The next time you feel that itch, instead of just scratching it away, take a moment to ask yourself, what is my body trying to tell me? Is there something I need to be aware of? Something that I'm overlooking? Itching might also signal that you're picking up on the energies around you, especially if you're in a situation where emotions are running high, or there's a lot of tension in the air. Your body could be reacting to these unseen forces, trying to alert you to something that's not immediately visible, but still very real. By becoming more mindful of these sensations, you can start to develop a deeper awareness of the subtle energies that influence your life. Itching may seem like a trivial discomfort, but it could be much more than that. It could be a sign that your intuition and psychic awareness are trying to break through, offering you guidance and insight in ways that go beyond the ordinary. So the next time you feel that itch, don't just scratch it away. Listen to what it might be trying to tell you. It could be the key to unlocking a deeper level of understanding and connection with the spiritual world around you. Have you ever wondered if your body is trying to tell you something important when you feel an itch? What if that itch is more than just a random sensation? It might actually be connected to something deeper, like your energy centers, also known as chakras. In spiritual practices, chakras are believed to be the energy centers in our bodies that influence our physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. There are 7 main chakras, each located at different points along the spine, from the base to the top of your head. When these chakras are in balance, you feel healthy, focused, and at peace. But when they're out of balance, you might experience physical or emotional issues. Interestingly, an itch might be a sign that one of your chakras is being activated or needs attention. Let's break this down in simple terms. Imagine your chakras as spinning wheels of energy. Each wheel is responsible for different aspects of your life. Your root chakra, for example, is all about feeling safe and grounded, while your heart chakra is connected to love and relationships. When these energy wheels spin smoothly, you feel good. But when they slow down or get blocked, it can cause discomfort. Sometimes this discomfort can show up as an itch. So how does this work? If you suddenly feel an itch in a specific part of your body, it might be related to the chakra located in that area. For instance, if your chest itches, it could be connected to your heart chakra, which is linked to your emotions and relationships. This might mean your heart chakra is opening up, or it might need healing. Similarly, an itch on your throat could be related to your throat chakra, which is about communication. Maybe you need to express something that's been on your mind, or you're about to have an important conversation. But why would an itch show up in the first place? When your chakras are being activated or going through a shift, your body might react in different ways. Itching can be one of those reactions, signaling that energy is moving or trying to flow more freely. It's like your body's way of saying, pay attention, something important is happening here. The good news is that when you notice an itch, it can remind you to focus on that specific chakra and take steps to bring it into balance. You can do this through simple practices like deep breathing, meditation, or even just paying attention to your thoughts and feelings. For example, if your heart chakra is involved, you might want to spend some time thinking about the people you love, or maybe practice forgiveness if there's something weighing on your heart. An itch can be more than just a physical annoyance. It could be a sign that your chakras are being activated or need some care. By paying attention to where you're itching and connecting it to your chakras, you can gain a better understanding of what's happening in your life on a deeper, spiritual level. So the next time you feel an itch, don't just scratch it away. Consider it a gentle nudge from your body to look within and see what needs your attention. Have you ever felt an itch that seemed to come out of nowhere, making you wonder if it meant something more? What if that itch wasn't just a physical sensation, but a message from the spirit world trying to get your attention? In many cultures and spiritual practices, it's believed that the spirit world, comprising ancestors, spirit guides, or even angels, communicates with us in subtle ways. These messages aren't always obvious. They might come as a feeling, a thought, or even something as simple as an itch. The idea is that when our physical senses pick up on something unusual, like an unexplained itch, it could be a way for spirits to make contact and deliver an important message. Let's explore this idea further. Imagine you're going about your day when suddenly you feel an itch on your left palm. It doesn't seem like a big deal, but in some traditions, this could be seen as a sign that you're about to receive something, perhaps money, good news, or a gift. On the other hand, an itch on your right palm might indicate that you're going to give something away. These interpretations can vary depending on cultural beliefs. But the common theme is that your body is reacting to a message from the spirit world. But why would spirits use itching as a form of communication? One reason could be that it's a subtle yet effective way to get your attention. An itch is hard to ignore, and it can make you stop and think about what's happening around you. This pause might be exactly what you need to tune in to the spiritual message that's being sent. The itch serves as a gentle reminder to pay attention to your surroundings, your thoughts, and even your emotions. For example, if you're feeling particularly stressed or worried about something and you suddenly experience an itch on your forehead, it might be a sign that your spirit guides are trying to soothe your mind and offer you comfort. They could be encouraging you to take a step back, relax, and trust that things will work out. The itch could be their way of saying, "We're here with you," guiding you through this. Another way to interpret itching as a message from the spirit world is by considering the timing and location of the itch. If it happens during a moment of decision or when you're thinking about a particular person or situation, it could be a sign that the spirits are offering you guidance. They might be urging you to pay closer attention to your intuition or to consider an option you hadn't thought of before. Itching can also be a sign of spiritual protection. If you're in a situation where you feel uneasy or unsafe and you suddenly get an itch, it could be a message from your guardian angels or spirit guides telling you to be cautious. They might be alerting you to something you need to avoid or helping you navigate through a challenging time. While an itch might seem like a simple physical reaction, it could hold much deeper spiritual significance. By paying attention to when and where you experience an itch and what's happening in your life at that moment, you might discover that it's a message from the spirit world. Whether it's guidance, protection, or a reminder that you're not alone, these subtle signals can offer valuable insights if you're open to receiving them. So the next time you feel an itch, take a moment to consider what the spirit world might be trying to tell you. Have you ever felt an itch that seems to come out of nowhere, only to find yourself scratching it with frustration? What if that itch is more than just an irritation? What if it's your body's way of telling you it's time to release some pent-up emotions? Our bodies and minds are deeply connected, often more than we realize. When we experience strong emotions like stress, anger, sadness, or even joy, these feelings don't just stay in our heads, they can manifest physically. Sometimes an unexplained itch might be your body's way of signaling that it's holding on to emotions that need to be released. Think about the last time you were really stressed. Did you notice any physical reactions, like tense muscles, headaches, or maybe even an itchy spot on your skin? These physical symptoms are your body's way of responding to emotional pressure. An itch in particular could be a sign that your body is trying to rid itself of these emotional burdens. It's almost like a message saying it's time to let go. But how does this work? When you hold on to emotions for too long, especially negative ones, they can create blockages in your body's energy flow. This tension might build up over time, eventually surfacing as physical symptoms like an itch. The location of the itch can even give you clues about what kind of emotion you're holding on to. For example, an itch on your chest might suggest that you're holding on to heartache or unresolved feelings about someone you care about. An itch on your shoulders could indicate that you're carrying too much responsibility or stress. In many ways, scratching that itch can feel satisfying, like you're finally addressing something that's been bothering you. But it's important to remember that the physical relief is just one part of the process. The itch is your body's way of asking you to dig deeper and address the emotional roots of your discomfort. It's a call to examine what's really going on beneath the surface and to take steps to release those emotions in a healthy way. So what can you do when you experience an itch that seems to be connected to your emotions? The first step is to pause and reflect on what you're feeling. Are you stressed, anxious, or upset about something? Have you been holding on to a grudge or suppressing your feelings? Recognizing the emotional cause is the key to finding relief. Once you've identified the emotion, consider ways to release it. This could be through talking about your feelings with a friend, writing in a journal, practicing deep breathing, or even engaging in physical activity like yoga or a walk. The goal is to create space for those emotions to flow out of your body so they don't continue to cause discomfort. In some cases, an itch might also be a sign that you're ready to let go of something that's been holding you back. Maybe it's an old belief, a toxic relationship, or a fear that's been keeping you stuck. The itch can serve as a reminder that it's time to move forward, to clear out the old and make room for new, positive energy in your life. In summary, an itch can be more than just a minor annoyance. It can be a powerful signal that your body's ready to release pent-up emotions. By paying attention to where and when you feel the itch, and by addressing the underlying emotions, you can find both physical and emotional relief. So the next time you feel an unexplained itch, consider it an invitation to let go, heal, and move forward with a lighter heart. Have you ever had an itch that made you stop and think, why now? Why here? What if that itch isn't just a random annoyance, but a sign that your intuition is kicking in, urging you to pay attention to something important? Intuition is often described as a gut feeling, a sudden knowing, or a sense that something is right or wrong without any logical explanation. It's that inner voice that guides you, sometimes quietly, sometimes with a little more insistence. But intuition isn't just about thoughts or feelings. It can also manifest physically. An itch, especially one that comes at a specific moment or in a particular place on your body, might be a way your intuition is trying to get your attention. Let's delve into this idea. Imagine you're in the middle of making a decision. Perhaps you're considering taking a new job, moving to a different city, or even starting a new relationship. You've weighed the pros and cons, but you still feel uncertain. Then, out of the blue, you feel an itch. It's not just any itch, though. It's persistent, and it seems to coincide with your thoughts about the decision. Could this be your intuition trying to send you a message? In spiritual practices, it's believed that your body can react to the energy of your thoughts and emotions. When you're in tune with your intuition, you're more likely to notice these subtle physical cues. An itch might be one of these cues, signaling that your inner wisdom is trying to guide you. For example, an itch on your forehead could be related to your third eye chakra, which is associated with intuition and insight. This could mean that your intuition is activated, urging you to trust your gut feeling. But why would an itch be used as a signal? Think of it as a gentle nudge, a way to bring your focus back to your inner thoughts. Unlike other physical sensations, an itch is hard to ignore. It demands your attention, even if only for a moment. This momentary distraction could be exactly what you need to pause and listen to what your intuition is telling you. It's like your body's way of saying, hey, pay attention. There's something important here. Now, how do you interpret this itch in the context of your intuition? Start by considering the situation you're in when the itch occurs. What thoughts or decisions are on your mind? Are you feeling uncertain, excited, or even anxious? The itch could be highlighting the need to trust yourself, to look within for answers rather than relying solely on external advice or opinions. For instance, if you're about to make a choice that doesn't feel quite right and you experience an itch, it could be a sign that your intuition is warning you to reconsider. On the other hand, if you're feeling positive about a decision and you get an itch, it might be a confirmation from your inner self that you're on the right track. It's also worth noting where the itch occurs on your body. Different areas can have different meanings in spiritual contexts. An itch on your hand might suggest that you're about to receive something, while an itch on your feet could indicate a need to move forward or explore new opportunities. By paying attention to these details, you can gain a deeper understanding of what your intuition is trying to communicate. An itch might be more than just a physical sensation. It could be a sign that your intuition is active and trying to guide you. By tuning into the timing, location, and context of the itch, you can start to decipher the messages your inner wisdom is sending. So the next time you feel an unexpected itch, consider it a prompt to pause, reflect, and listen closely to what your intuition has to say. Have you ever experienced an itch that seemed to come out of nowhere, leaving you puzzled about its cause? What if that itch is more than just a physical sensation? What if it's a sign that your spiritual energy is shifting and your aura is undergoing a change? In the realm of spirituality, your aura is considered the energy field that surrounds your body, reflecting your emotions, thoughts, and overall spiritual state. Just like the physical body can feel sensations, your aura can also respond to changes in your environment, your emotions, and even your spiritual growth. An itch might be one of the ways your body signals that something is shifting in your aura. Let's dive deeper into this concept. Imagine you're going through a period of personal transformation. Maybe you're working on healing old wounds, exploring new spiritual practices, or simply becoming more self-aware. During this time, you might start noticing physical sensations that seem unusual, like an unexplained itch. This itch could be a sign that your energy is shifting and your aura is adjusting to the new vibrations you're bringing into your life. Why would an itch signal an energy shift? The idea is that as you grow spiritually, your energy field expands, contracts, or changes in other ways to align with your new state of being. This process can sometimes create sensations in the physical body as your energy field interacts with your skin and nervous system. An itch might occur as your aura clears away old, stagnant energy, making room for fresh, positive energy to flow in. For instance, if you're letting go of negative emotions or past traumas, your aura might be shedding layers of energy that no longer serve you. This shedding process could manifest as an itch, particularly in areas of the body associated with emotional release, like the heart or throat. It's as if your body is saying, "We're clearing out the old to make space for the new." On the other hand, an itch could also indicate that your aura is expanding to accommodate new spiritual insights or abilities. As you raise your vibration, your energy field might stretch to incorporate these higher frequencies, and this expansion can create a tingling or itching sensation on the skin. It's a sign that you're growing, evolving, and stepping into a more powerful version of yourself. Another way to interpret an itch related to energy shifts is by considering the environment you're in when it occurs. Are you in a place with strong energy, like a sacred site, a meditation space, or even just a location where you feel particularly connected to your spiritual self? If so, the itch might be your body's response to the heightened energy around you, signaling that your aura is interacting with the energies in your surroundings. To better understand these energy shifts, pay attention to when and where the itch happens. Is it during meditation, prayer, or a moment of deep reflection? Is it in a specific place on your body that seems to resonate with certain emotions or thoughts? By observing these details, you can gain insight into how your aura is changing and what spiritual growth might be taking place. So what should you do when you experience an itch that seems to signal an energy shift? First, acknowledge it as a sign that your spiritual journey is progressing. Embrace the changes, knowing that they are part of your growth. You might also want to engage in practices that support energy balance, such as grounding exercises, aura cleansing techniques, or simply spending time in nature to help your body and spirit adjust to the new energies. In summary, an itch can be much more than a fleeting physical sensation. It can be a powerful indicator that your aura is undergoing a shift, reflecting changes in your spiritual energy. By paying attention to these sensations, you can become more attuned to your spiritual growth and embrace the positive changes happening within you. The next time you feel an itch, consider it a sign that your energy is shifting and your spirit is evolving in beautiful ways. Have you ever experienced an itch that seemed to linger or reappear, leaving you wondering why it's happening? What if that persistent itch is more than just a physical irritation? It could be a sign that your body and mind are engaging in a process of self-healing and recovery. The concept of self-healing suggests that our bodies have an innate ability to repair and rejuvenate themselves, often without us even realizing it. This healing process isn't just about physical wounds. It also encompasses emotional and spiritual recovery. An itch might be a subtle sign that your body is actively working to restore balance and promote healing. Let's explore how this works. When you experience an itch, it could be a physical manifestation of the body's natural healing mechanisms. For example, if you've recently gone through a stressful period, your body might be responding by releasing built-up tension or energy through sensations like itching. This could be a sign that your body is clearing away the effects of stress and working towards restoring equilibrium. In some spiritual practices, itching is seen as a sign that the body is shedding old stagnant energy or toxins. This process of detoxification can be both physical and energetic. Just as your body might itch as it expels toxins or heals from an injury, it might also itch as it releases emotional or spiritual baggage. This release can be a crucial step in your healing journey, indicating that you're making progress and moving towards a state of balance. Think of it this way. If you've been dealing with emotional pain, unresolved conflicts, or negative thought patterns, your body might react in various ways as it works through these issues. An itch could be a physical sign that this process is underway. It's like a signal from your body that healing is happening, even if it's not immediately visible. For instance, if you're practicing mindfulness or engaging in therapy to address past trauma, you might notice an itch in areas of your body where you previously held tension or discomfort. This could be a positive sign that your body is releasing those old emotions and moving towards recovery. The itch serves as a reminder that healing is in progress and that you're on the right path. It's also worth considering the timing of the itch. If it occurs during or after practices like meditation, deep relaxation, or even physical exercise, it could be a sign that your body is responding to the healing work you're doing. Your body might be releasing energy or emotions that were stored up, and the itch is a way of signaling this release. To support this healing process, you might want to incorporate additional practices that promote well-being, such as gentle stretching, self-massage, or engaging in activities that bring you joy and relaxation. These practices can enhance your body's ability to heal and provide further support to the self-healing process. In summary, an itch can be more than just an annoyance. It might be an indication that your body is actively engaging in self-healing and recovery. By understanding the connection between itching and the body's natural healing mechanisms, you can view these sensations as positive signs of progress. The next time you experience an itch, consider it a part of your healing journey and embrace it as a sign that your body and mind are working together to restore balance and promote wellness. The spiritual meanings behind itching. We've uncovered several intriguing insights. Itching can signal a variety of things, from spiritual messages and emotional releases to energy shifts and self-healing processes. These sensations, though often overlooked, may hold deeper significance than we realize. They might be a way for our body and spirit to communicate important information, urging us to pay attention to our inner world and our surroundings. Understanding these spiritual dimensions of itching can enrich your awareness of your body and mind's subtle signals. Pay attention to the timing, location, and context of an itch to glean insights into your emotional and spiritual state. Use these signals as prompts for self-reflection, healing practices, and energy management. When you experience an itch, take a moment to consider if it might be related to any of these spiritual meanings. Engage in mindfulness or meditative practices to connect with your inner self, address any emotional or energetic blockages, and support your overall well-being. By tuning into these signals, you can foster a deeper connection with your spiritual journey and enhance your self-awareness.